Yeah, I strongly suspect that the bulk of enemy shipping is going to be canoes. Like, I'm not expecting it to be a particular... Whoops, sorry. Bang the microphone there. Not expecting it to be a very grueling fight. Sursum Altiorum took 12 states. So we do need to put you in charge again. Because what we should be able to do is not that. Let's see if we can organise this properly. Let's put you into a new task force, new fleet. Go with 3 recon fleets, so these guys are going to be the strike fleet. These guys are going to be the recon. And then your job is going to be patrolling here. Good grief, that's a lot of stuff to patrol. And you will need a commander to do that. Ah, blockade, fantastic. You would be even better at escorting, but it's not really a thing in this. And then the strike fleet is going to be... You have less defense. I think I might actually go for Ironbreaker Core. Yeah, you'll be a lot better at the hit and run stuff. You'll be strike fleets here. And you may as well be based in the Moor. Because they're going to have to get through the American coast in order to get to the rivers. It's just going to be a question as to whether I can actually detect them here. Getting some long-range aircraft for that might help too.
Boss?
Have yet to actually make a strike fleet in Old World Blues. I don't doomstack, I just use raiding fleets, and they still disintegrate the enemy. Well, we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, then yeah, I'll go raiding. Or if we don't seem to be catching anything, we'll switch to raiding. And I want you lot to be in... the Moor. Which is almost certainly going to be our biggest naval base. Cool. Right, technology. That was production. Let's get advanced tools.
Yeah, Dag.
I'm going to get you to become a local leader as well. It is quite useful. And we have more fortresses available. Well, I would be inclined to say let's just keep building up our defences. Let's make our entire border tier 6s. Can you make Mirelirk paratroopers or drop them like pods? Crab Space Marines. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Like Terminator striking in Mirelirks. How to terrify your enemy in one easy step. Death from above. Okay, now we can start coring. Here we go. Oh yeah. This is a really nice place for the Mirelirks to get. Crikey. Let's just go to the state map mode so I can just make sure I got them all, because I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, 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 yes. Bellingham we never got. Kodiak, yes, 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 yes. These ones we won't be able to afford. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. So now my core manpower is 182,000. To recalculate a night. Really? Only got 1.75 thousand for that? I'm actually surprised. That's a lot lower than I expected. Forbidden weapons. Tisk, 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 Western Brotherhood. Plasma weaponry. You killed them all. Yeah. What would be even more interesting is the Mirelirks could bury themselves underground like the Zerg and move and just emerge beneath the enemy. I mean, I think that's basically how they work in this, aren't they? I'm trying desperately to remember what Mirelirks are like. I remember fighting them. I remember not liking them. But I don't remember much about them. I can money up you in Raw Terror Mordred. Imagine Zeppelins under that as a super behemoth held to the Zeppelin with the large thick steel wires ready to be dropped on the enemy. Living bombs. Oof. Navajo took out the foragers at last. Yeah, you guys have got to be careful. You're about to get cut off here. And yeah, it's all because of Abslan. I really hope that Abslan goes and declares war on Caesar's Legion after this. Caesar's Legion's lost 19,000, Rio Grande's lost 20, Boundelo lost 20, wow. They apparently had a lot of troops in the field. Caesar's Legion's outnumbered 1 to 5. I think they're probably outnumbered something similar in terms of manpower too. Yep, they're tapped and they've still got almost 7,000 to go. Huzzah! As a former member of the 101st, I support that. Oh, that's cool. Mirelirks are slow but heavily armoured and their king shot psycho sonic pulses at you. Yeah, I like I said, I remember fighting them, I just don't remember how they fought. If that makes sense. And Mastani, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Very much appreciate that. Chibi Yodel, congratulations on the gifted sub, courtesy of Mastani. Always really appreciate it when I see that, so thank you. Alright, next up, let's go and get wrought iron manufacturing. You can actually get a lot of tribal naval stuff. I guess it's to give you something to keep researching late game. How long until this? Another 80 days-ish. Paddle wheels. Let's get some subsurface propulsion. And we are going to need to refit a bunch of these ships, but I will deal with that when it comes up. Particularly because we currently have no naval experience. So how many ships does the Western Brotherhood have? Not many. Okay. So I'm not actually expecting very many Western Brotherhood naval attacks, because I don't think they're ever going to have the capacity to really do it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop you lot here.
Good. Gidit od Edvas. Good. Yoiche. That's Senior Gegonen.
Okay, that I think is all of my naval bases now occupied. Only takes 24 Mirelirk divisions to do it. Alright, cool. So these guys are going to be spares and reserves. And this, as usual, is going to be the main attacking force. Marvellous! What's their air force like? Not huge. And probably mostly gliders. Can't sleep, just came back from the evening volleyball match. We won, was elected player of the game. Oh, nice one. Well done, Mastani. How long until your death? 35 days. Tick tock, tick tock.
Was?
Actually, you know what? I think I am going to put these guys as raiding. Still using Ironbreaker Core. Yeah. I think they'll be good enough for this. And we have energy reproduction. Yeah, we have loads of energy. Where's that all coming from? Of course, Western Brotherhood. Capital. Huzzah! Grim coming in with a 3-month resubscription. Twitch Prime resub. Thank you very much for that, Grim. Very much appreciate it. Giant Crabs vs. Metal Men. Sounds like a great B-movie. You're not wrong. And in only 11 days, 10 days, we can watch. Alright, so where do I want to grab next? Again, I think I'm going to do this by state so we can actually see what's going on. These should all be cores. Yeah, they are. Right, we're still trying to get Bend Rally. Then Heart Wastes. No. Yeah, Heart Wastes, Crow's Haven, Sylvestein Watch, Mountain Home. Kind of along here. Justification for Arroyo has been completed. Well then. I think you know what time it is. War! It sounds like you're shouting war. I am going to take a quick 2-minute break because I do like my cliffhangers, so 2 minutes everyone. If you need to take a break, I'd recommend you do so now. I will, as usual, be running an advert while I'm not here, so 2 minutes everyone, 2 minutes. Go stretch your legs. And I'm back again. Hey, Groogy. So yes, we are playing as the Mirelirks, now known as Mille, and we have just declared war upon the Western Brotherhood. Caesar's Legion is still fighting against the Republic of Rio Grande and the other northern Mexicans, although Nueva Aztlan is kind of doing them in from behind, which is not great. Kind of waiting for Chichen Itza to declare war on Nueva Aztlan, hopefully relieve some of the pressure there. Because these guys were doing really well against Caesar's Legion, like they'd gotten all the way up to here. But unfortunately, they've started fighting back. But we have just declared war upon the Western Brotherhood, so let's go and do that. Let's also stop you training. Meant to do that just before the war started, but never mind. And our initial attacks are looking pretty good. No problems. I'm actually a little bit surprised by how few troops from the Western Brotherhood are actually up here. Meanwhile, I've set my navy to convoy raiding in the American coast. Friendly supremacy 950, enemy supremacy 2000. So very much wanting to do some hit and runs here. Let's go and add those two to the fleet. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say split off if you need to. Do I want you to split off? Yes, I do. And go low risk, just in case. But we've been using lots and lots of medium ships, so we should have a pretty big punch. We can also sell some more outdated equipment, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh! Naval battle. So we got our 17 cruisers versus their 2 cruisers and 11 destroyers. Tugboats. Tugboats? They're not canoes. No. They're actually relatively modern. Uh-oh. I mean, they're little boats. Mine are mostly schooners. Who wins, tugboat versus schooner? Here's a good question. Schooners have 5 times more light attack. They have torpedoes, which tugboats don't. We have actually less hit points than tugboat. That's interesting. Light piercing, same amount. Anti-air, about the same amount. We have a longer range. We have 3 armor. What's their piercing? 0.5. They can't actually pierce my armor, which means we'll take significantly less damage. I think I made the right choice going for the schooner. If we come up against anything heavier, we'll be in trouble, but I kind of doubt that they'll have that. Yeah, see, they're running away. Uh-oh. That's a battle cruiser. And they're starting to sink. This was an extremely one-sided naval engagement. 6, 8, 10, 9. And this was probably a naval invasion that we just intercepted. Okay, that was really one-sided. Wow. Okay. And that's also given me a bunch of naval experience, which we will be able to spend on refitting our cruisers to make them even better. As I said, the AI fleet always disintegrate. I didn't think it would be that one-sided. I'm playing as the... Yeah, we're Mirelirk worshippers. Although my entire army at this point are just Mirelirks. This is the weirdest template I think I've ever built. It's just 10 units of Mirelirks, anti-tank for going up against power armor and vehicles, and then chem units because they are basically the field hospitals of this game. I don't want any other support because the support reduces my organization and reduces my armor. So the less support I have, the stronger the units are. It's really weird, but I like it. It's different. Alright, wrought iron manufacturing and advanced tools. Let's go for the steel layering and some more industry. Yeah, we're actually a bit behind here. More max factories in the state. Although the other nice thing about Mirelirks is they only require Mirelirks. So it's basically Mirelirks with support equipment and rocket launchers. That's all the equipment I need. So we're able to produce an awful lot of it. And we currently have 24,000 spare Mirelirks. Oh, we have enough political power to core. Bend Rally. Let's go ahead and do that. And then the Heart Wastes will be next. Actually, do we want to go for Burn Shields? No, Heart Wastes. Because then I can go for Crow's Haven as well as Adel Badlands, Rome March, or Sylvia's and Steen's Watch. Oh, definitely Sylvia's. So, Crow's Haven, how much are you going to cost? 336! Ouch. Alright. Meanwhile, where are their armies? You have a lot of divisions. You have like twice as many as I do. Free fighters declared war on the Paz bandits. I don't know if that's a good thing. Free fighters are supposed to be fighting against the Legion. Have I caught Capital City yet? Yes. Because it counts as being on the Pacific. Already done. One of my favourite layouts in Vanilla Kaiserreich's light cruisers with armour and lots of light cruiser turrets. They disintegrate enemy destroyers and get ignored by the capitals. I wouldn't say they'd get ignored, but yes. Like, anti-screen ships are very, very strong. And then if your main strike fleets have lots of torpedo boats, then the combination is a solid one. Use the cruisers to kill their screens, and then use your own screens to kill their capitals. Okay, we have got propulsion done. What are these? Oh, invasion. Not sure I need it. Gary! You know, I'm going to get some more naval things done. Let's get some weapon mounts. No. They've lost 1,000, I've lost 35. Where's their power armor units? Okay, now I'm starting to take some attrition damage. Is that because we are going through the hills? Mountains, I think it is. Also, the infrastructure here is not great. And we will soon need to choose how many troops we want to assign to the attack.
Raiding party!
Midgeman! How you doing? Thanks very much for the raid. How was The Witcher? Once again, their battle cruiser is nowhere to be seen. We're just able to take their light cruisers apart. So what are these? Schooners, longboats. Okay, so my fleet is actually newer than theirs. I mean, we've taken some damage. This hasn't been completely one-sided, just mostly one-sided. And most of these guys are on the way back to repair. Speaking of repairs, we should probably set this to use all repair slots if necessary. And. We're starting to take naval bases. Oh, we've got a radar. Cool. Another battle. Oh, it's just against convoys. Should be easy enough. I am being toasted, apparently. But we're not toasters. We're the opposite of toasters. We're living toasters. That's a naval invasion. Is it actually? I mean, all of my coastline is guarded, so I don't think they'll be able to do very much even if they do decide to naval invade. Yep, they are trying to naval invade. Alright, good for them. Let's sink the rest of their navy. 7 destroyers that time. Why am I not getting the naval reports? Naval reports don't seem to be showing up. We've now killed 2,000 of them. This invasion has been significantly easier than I was expecting. Alright, the other question I wanted to know is what kind of weapons do my combat barges use? Medium deck weapons, I think. Yes. 2 mounted guns, 2 mounted guns. Yeah, these are all mediums. Okay. Well, which is which? Okay, these seem to be anti-air. Yes, they are. These are torpedoes. So rams are torpedo attack. Okay, makes sense. Scorpios are light and heavy. Ballista are more heavy. And then catapults are the heaviest. So I think that these are the medium attacks. Yeah, these are for the cruisers. Okay. I think. Look for the north. Ah. Okay, so they landed a guy. Well, I happen to have one guy available myself. Excuse me. I know I stopped getting naval reports in Kaiserreich, so maybe something changed in Hearts of Iron. I don't know. I don't feel like you need that many troops. I feel like you should have more than that. Yeah, there we go. 20 divisions and 10 divisions. We'll just send you here. Cool.